Yo! Yo, yo, yo. So this is kind of super ultra impromptu. Like, oh, whoops, hold up. Hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. Studio mode. Let's get to that screen real quick. And, let's get that. Didn't realize it was still set to Final Fantasy XI. Was my bad. There we go. There we go. So, this is really intense intro music, but I'm digging it. I was very confused at first, but I like it. One of the things I like about Allods, I'm learning, is that I really like the music. I mean, again, I don't necessarily know if it fits what I'm looking at, because I'm looking at super fancy high elf chick, and I'm getting this really badass music playing in the background, but yeah, it's late. I got bored. My sleeping schedule's totally fucked. I saw Allods had gotten an expansion at some point way back when I was updating Steam. Oh, it's apparently a 6-month sub is like $20 for me. Yay from America. So, I mean, you know, WoW is $15 a month. So, you know, I think for $15 I was able to get like 4.5 or 5 months of subscription fee, and I'm like, you know, why not? I mean, 6 months of video game is a lot of value for an MMO, especially for a game that, at least the free-to-play version, is like complete hot trash. And apparently the pay-to-play server, i.e. the sub server, is a lot better. So, you know what? I already played it for a couple of hours on another one of my little video game tourism McDoodly-doos. So I figured I'd give it another shot. And while I was putzing around trying to get my UI set up, because I have gotten an update since then, I was looking at these classes. And whatever this class is, this heretic class, looks fucking baller! Because you start off like this, which is cool enough to begin with, right? But apparently, they actually transform into this behemoth of Behemoth Town. And I don't know what the hell is going on, also. Succubus chick. I mean, in a thong. I mean, you know what? I'm not really sure why I'm surprised by that. The only sucky thing about it is that for these necromancer classes, what was this called? Demonologists. They all share these last two equipments. But I'm guessing that means that they just summon and turn into things and stuff like that. I am very tempted. Excuse me. I swear to God, I haven't been coughing until I started talking. So, of course, that's how this rolls. I'm very tempted to play one of these. I have no idea what it is, but I want... Homuncle. What the hell is a homuncle? Part of me is really tempted to do it for the elf, simply because I'm curious to see if they actually have a walk animation. Or if they just flutter around on their cutesy little wings and shit. Because I don't see wings on these girls. And also, you know, elves are supposed to be all like, beauty will save the world, or ancient and beautiful race that values pleasure above all else, so they're hedonistic as shit. So, you know, what if they join the dark side? You know what I'm saying? Makes you wonder, is all I'm saying. Wait a minute. Hey guys. You might have oopsied just a little bit because demonologists are a type of summoner for elves. But you see how they're all kind of floating and doing all that kind of stuff and things and whatnots. Metamorph are just rolling up and attacking shit, so I get the feeling they may actually have maybe the same kinds of animations. I don't know, but I'm gonna try it because I want to. Character select. I would like to randomize the character. Oh, duh. Because she looks badass. You know what? Screw it. I would like to... That looks cool enough. Hair color. Oh, that's right. They have these weird shenaniganeries, yeah. This seems like more hair colors than I remember seeing before, though. Thalia. Oops. Beltania. Sure. It actually works. Hot damn. Alright, so let's see if they float around. I'm gonna be honest, half the reason is for this. Wait. You will start your adventure in a special location inaccessible to other players. As soon as you complete it, you will find yourself in a world of Sarnaut where you can find new players or contact. Oh, it's a special thingy. Ah. Alrighty. Oh, wait, I already know this place. Oh, I'm floating. I'm sad. Instant sadness abounds. Can I zoom out? Hello, hotkeys? Hello, hotkeys? Shift mouse wheel? Oh, duh. Derp. I remember now. Well, I'm a little bit sad. I was kind of hoping that they would actually have a walking animation, but you know what? I'll try it. Yes, the great speech of Mitdoobity-Doops. I remember this, vaguely. What the hell is all of this? Cast off the face. Demonologists returns to their normal appearance. Face tempting predator. Damage dealt is increased by 40%. Damage dealt is increased by 10%. Damage is increased by 20%. Level 3 or higher. Movement speed is increased by 50, so that's run speed. This is kitty pew pew. This is tear, bear tank. Mickadoodly doos. Oh, hold up a sec. Let me, oh shit. I didn't want to press, no. No. Nah. Look. And scoot. Boop. Boop. So yeah, it does have a little bit of a, oh shit. Buttons are hard. Buttons are hard! It does have lower frame rate when I click out of the screen, but, you know, what have you. I can't change it, unfortunately. By the way, I have this on max settings. And apparently one of the things that they did with this update, or maybe with the previous update, I don't even know at this point, was that they had, they'd retooled, I guess, the engine such that you were getting better frame rates. Before, it used to be a straight-up just one. Oh, hey, how's it going, dude? Oh, you dead as fuck, fool. One of the things that the game was before is that it was purely just single core. Why, I don't know. I mean, I think the game was made in like 2009 or 2010. I remember playing this in beta during Wrath of the Lich King. So, I mean, it's an old game, but it's not old enough to where it's like only single core. That's kind of crazy pants. Yeah, y'all dead. Sorry, honey. But apparently they retooled it to make it easier, or make it like multi-core enhancements or something like that. Or either way, they just did something to the engine to give you better frame rate. Which I can tell because I think when I was last playing this game, I was getting 60 FPS, but it was not always a solid FPS, and it was a 3700X and a 1080 Ti. Weapons. Weapons equipped? Weapons equipped. Cool, alrighty. That was a 3700X and a 1080 Ti in 1080p settings, and it was sometimes doing some weird, janky stuff. Now I'm playing 4K. Now granted, I have a 5900X and a 3070, but I'm playing at 4K with no issues. Which I would expect for a game that came out in like 2009. Having said that, you know, that ain't always the case. I do remember Final Fantasy XI causing me no end of trouble. Because that was a pure, oops. Because that was a pure single-core design game, and they haven't really optimized it at all because, you know, it's a billion-year-old game at this point. Laboratory rat. Murder the laboratory mat. The mat? The laboratory rat, please. Okay, so we're murdering stuff. Oh, is that a casting spell? That is in fact a casting spell. I don't have to melee them. How wonderful. Also, I think they made this a little bit more noob-friendly. I don't remember it pointing giant arrows here last time, but then again, I also wasn't paying much I wasn't paying much attention last time. I don't know. I'm not reading this because I read this before. I would like to complete the quest. Hopes a love. This game does have a certain, I mean, WoW clone as it may well be, it does have a certain kind of charm and aesthetic to it. I can appreciate the fact that it has a lot more Slavic leanings, I suppose. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, whoops. My bad. Can I jump? I can totally jump. Wonderful. Hey, Boris. What's up? Kill the young manticore. Okay, I'm down. I actually think this is the first time I've shown this on video because I think I did this off screen. Oh, hey, how's it going? What does this do? Increases obsession by 15. The Demonologist powers deal 9 damage to the target and all enemies within 8 yards of them. Requires no face. Wait. Oh no. Also, meow. Okay, what? Kill the young manticore. Done. Svetobard, Ratnev, and Clement's Tower. Had reshaking the tower just a few moments ago. Etc., etc. Okay. Hold up. Hotkeys. This is not the button I thought it was going to be. Hold up. Okay, this is not the button I thought that was. I thought this was actually changing action bars. That is highly unfortunate. Okay. Okay, so in that case, we're gonna be fixing that real quick. So that's gonna be Alt Control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what 7 or 8 are gonna be, but hopefully I never have to worry about it. Walking around in demon booty. Yeah, you look like you're having a hell of a time, my dude. There's no one to support this Allod. Everything will be destroyed. Slay the Canian traitors. Rookie, this is my final order. Survive. Do you hear me? Survive. Whatever it takes. You must reach Cania and tell the League officials what has happened here. Access to stairwell is blocked, so we have to jump down below. Rebels are stuck in the same room. Sounds hot. What's up? I don't have abilities. So that's not good. We're just not going to use that then, I suppose. But that's fine. I can just nuke you from orbit. Glock the Knife. That is a great name. I like it. You were wonderful out there, rookie, huh? Didn't look like one to me. Please tell me what's happening out there. One moment I'm helping prepare for the banquet, and the next moment everyone's fighting. One thing's clear, we need to teleport off this Allod. Unfortunately, the rebels are fighting us. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-doop. Find and use the elixir invulnerability and return to Glock the Knife. Okie dokie. Okay. Giant arrow. I can do that. I hope. Use the potion of awesome sauce. How was that? Feel pretty good, don't you? Definitely quite the elixir, considering that it instantly healed your wounds. I'm sure Clement must have been saving it for a special occasion. Yeah, sure, like complete structural collapse, I'm assuming. I'm gonna go ahead of you. There are still lots of people outside that need to be brought in. I'm also worried about my brothers. You know, we Gibblings are sore to be alone. You should go down and make your way through the floor below us. Clement's niece, Amanda, should be there. The two of us have been fighting off these traitors together. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so find niece hot pants. Got it. Like I said, I'm kind of familiar with this already, especially since I'd done this before the recording, and then kind of refreshed it a little bit on my last little video game tourism bout here, but it's nice to at least get it on camera. I mean, all things being equal. And I kind of say this for pretty much every MMO I play, but it is pretty. Like, it's got a charm to it, and I can appreciate that. I heard about my uncle's death. My uncle was not only my mentor, but a great man who had lived through the Great Cataclysm. It is unforgivable that he fell by the hand of Canian conspirators. Unfortunately, now is not the time for remorse. We must activate the portal and evacuate this tower. I am going to cough. Woo! It's good times. See this magic device right here? It's nearly 1,000 years old. My uncle was an avid collector, and he kept this resistance sphere in working condition. Oh, that's useful. I wonder why. This very device was used by the great mages of the past to keep Allods from being devoured by the astral. Of course, there have been great advances in the field of magic since then, and no one has used these antiques to ages, but the sphere may still prove useful. Wait, still prove itself useful, okay. I know this is going to be a really random thing to say, but I like the font that they're using. Like, I know that sounds weird, okay? I mean, hear me out, but it's not your typical Arial font, you know? It's not like Comic Sans or anything. It's not Times New Roman. It's different. I like it. It's not quite handwritten, but it's not like, you know, Diablo 2 style where it's edgy for the sake of edgy. And I'm not saying that to, like, anger all of the, you know, Diablo meme lords and all that. Not meme lords. Meme lord is not the word I'm looking for. Fanboys. There we go. I don't know why I said meme lords, but, like, I'm not trying to anger the fanboys, but the font was not always the easiest to read, if you know what I'm saying. Because it wasn't. You know, this is actually pretty easy to read, and I can appreciate that. It's got some... I want to say panache. I don't think that's the right word. There's a potentially negative side effect. It's possible that elementals will appear because of the power that is tied to the resonant sphere itself. They do not want us draining away their energy source. I imagine they would probably not want to starve to death. Yeah, I'll focus on activating the sphere. This doesn't seem like a problem at all. Do I not have abilities? I do not, and I run around like a giant, scary beast demon thing. Okay. Alright, that's cool. I have nothing but just smackies. Hey, do I not have a, Oh, okay. I can use abilities. Cool. Desecration?
Help, don't just stand there.
I literally am, but thank you. So, desecration, torment. This is interesting. I actually didn't realize that I was going to actually literally have access to this with by level, like, 3. Can you hear anything? My god, that's loud. Hold up. Jesus. Like, Jesus.
Help, don't just stand there.
I would love to, but my god, that's so loud. Yay, I won. I don't know what I did, but I won. Okay. Dark Fire. Face Tempting Predator. Taste Giant. Okay, so clearly I can use this. Level 4 or higher. So, Desecration. So, okay, so even though it's ranged when I'm in caster mode. And that's a dot. It becomes melee when I'm in melee form. Okay. Wasn't able to complete the ritual, but I bought us enough time to at least make it to the portal room. So what did you accomplish, though? I don't understand. I've been carrying these weapons around with me, and I don't have much use for them. I mean, I'll take the one that looks like I can actually use. Cool. Let's hurry to the portal. Okay. All right. No face, dark fire, so I can use it without a face. That sounds so weird. Sup, buddy? Oh, well, okay, you know, just casually one-shotting shit. You know, as you do. Damn, alright. I'm really liking this class so far. So one of the things I was complaining about the last time I was playing, and I was also reminded of when I logged back onto my Paladin chick character, Templar, whatever the hell their version of it is called. Or that is, their elf version of it is called. But, is that the combat doesn't really feel ultra impactful, or at least the sounds don't feel impactful. Like, even if the animations are okay, the sounds are just like... You know, it sounds like somebody took a stick and, like, bonked it against the table and like, yep, that's your axe sound. But this is decidedly more impactful. I just jumped. Oh my god. Do you see that? She has butt physics. Do you see this? Wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. It's good to know they're paying attention to the important stuff. Did you see the undead? That's the handiwork of the demonologists below. Yeah. About that. It should shock me to find out that the great mage's blood is on his hands. Who else could have summed up the shadow that terrible? Yeah. Who told me about the shadow? Glock, of course, when he returned. We attacked those Canaan rebels together and nearly took them all out. All except for that awful demonologist. He rose those who would have fallen, and now dozens of zombies on his side. It's a strange sight, an elf and a Canaan rebels working together. We're up to my... Wait, excuse me. We're up here with my brothers, Locke and Glock. Oh, Spock. Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, why does he keep referring to Glock in the third person? Is that just a weird... Okay. We're up here while my brothers Locke and Glock are outside gathering the rest of the people. The demonologist and his undead are downstairs, and they're the only thing standing between us and escape of the portal. We need to go downstairs and kill the undead and that douchey elf. Okay. Okay. Alright, game. I respect your honesty. Okay. Reactivate the portal. Okay. So, I'm gonna be like Mega Demon. Just because this is more badass. Does he have butt physics? Does he have butt physics? Does he have junk physics? Not exactly. Something close, but not quite. Okay. Traitor! Sup? Sup? Hulk smash. Demon Hulk smash, cause I'm a badass. Why do I stand up on all twos? On my hand, legs, and run on all fours. It's weird. You know what? I'm not going to question it. Before you go, take this. I found out the demonologist, and I'm sure he won't be using it anymore. I probably should have mooted, but you know, mooted. Moo. Club of the League Militant. Survivor's Dagger. The hell is the difference between these? Oh, it's a club. Duh. I should probably read what it says. It's a club. Derp. I herp a derp. It's fine. Hold off the astral demons while everyone evacuates the tower. Okie dokie. Sounds baller. Let's go, tanky boy. One thing I gotta give him credit for is that you get the cool shit right away with this character. Maybe that's kind of the point. Come on! Sup, buddy? I smack you in the face with my giant demon claws and stuff. And now, I'm a sexy chick with butt physics. I know. Oh, did my weapon show? Excuse me? Why are you talking? Spreckens of what? What's up? How's it going? Okay, this is not as impactful though. The AoE is super impactful. Like that looks pretty cool. What are you saying quickly? Like what are we doing here now? Okay, hold up. Let's do this. Why does it seem more impactful as a caster? Like that seems way more impactful as a caster. Smack you in the face and call it good.
What's going to happen?
Get the butt physics going. Oh, that's what's going to happen. Oh god, coughing. Bad time to cough. Alrighty, bitch, let's go.
I know what to do.
I am going to distract the shit out of him. Don't you worry. Daltania, the weird demon dude. Well, chick, technically. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like, demonic possession, or whatever you call this. Ascension to a different life form, what have you. Oh, good lord, you hurt. Oh, you are painful. Ow. Can I get a heal? Can I get a heal? Does this thing do anything? Yay. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad I'm survived. I'm survived? I'm glad I survived. So. Amazing work. You gave us just enough time. Soon the astral will swallow up this miserable Allod. We should head through the portal ourselves. Soon we will be safe and sound in Novigrad. Here, take this. It's a magical meteorite stone I found with my uncle's lab. According to this notes, they used to stabilize the portal. Off we go.
Come on into the portal.
Okie dokie. And we're here in Newbie Land. Got it. The famous poet, how lucky you are to be stranded with me. Ah, yes, this chick. Well, that's definitely a happy sound. That's cool. Meeting with Anastasia. Wait, what's happening? What am I doing? Well, I guess I'm doing this, so here we go. Oh, okay. I guess it's letting me know that shit needs to get done. Okay. Report on the results of the experiment to dappa-dappa-doo-pa-dappa-dappa-doo. Oh, that's right. You get talents real quick. I get... Wait, I can attack in this form? Damage dealt is increased by 40%. Movement speed is increased by 50. Enables abilities that help avoid damage. Increases obsession by 10. Only use melee abilities. Oh, wait. Melee combat. Melee combat. Melee combat. Can only use melee abilities. So basically, this is just runaway kite like a mofo type deal. Is that what we're getting out of this? Okay. So, Anastasia. The power of the martyrs. Power of martyrs, yes please and thank you. Salvaging. Hunting season. Sure. Scout camp. So basically the only way to get out of here is I have to complete this quest to leave here so I can go to Novigrad, correct? Talents. Talents. Okay. So, if I'm remembering correctly, the talent trees in here are not like the talent trees in WoW, or even like old school WoW. They're not, I mean, they're similar. Don't mind me. Like, my hair is just in my way. It's past midnight, so I'm assuming y'all can make do with it or some such. But the talent trees aren't exactly like WoW. It's not like you get X points and then this opens at 5 and this opens at 10 or whatever. You can use these after you spend points in this previous talent. But in order to get these extra talents, it's not... So I would spend 2 talent points to up this to rank 2. If I wanted to upgrade it to rank 3, I would have to spend 3 talent points, etc., etc. So it becomes cumulatively more expensive rather than sort of like a linear thing. So, excuse me, sorry. So desecration to rank 2, attacks all enemies. So what is obsession? So why do I care about a set obsession? Oh. Desecration rank 2. Rank 1. So they're saying which different version it is. Okay. Cooldown 14 seconds. 5.63 damage. Alright. That seems pretty much the same. But this one increases obsession by 20, so I do not have enough talent points. I do now, bitch. Okay. So what the hell am I doing? Astral Pearl. Have the spell again. So wait, is it one of those, like, once you upgrade it, it actually disappears off your hotbar or something? I would rather it didn't do that. Okay, no, the sound effects are still kinda... The sound effects are still pretty weak. But then again, that might just be because you're attacking things. I mean... You see how quiet it all is? It just makes me sad. I mean, granted, I did turn the effects volume down, so maybe that has something to do with it. I have no idea. But I will say, it feels smooth. It's not like I'm having lots of issues. Did I? Astral Pearl. Yo. Can you give me Astral Pearls, my dude? I need you to be a good little muffin. There we go. We're gonna give you Sexy Demon Chick. Astral Pearl used. Wonderful. Alrighty. So, Dumpling, what do you got for me? So, lean venison. Important quest, one-time quest. Oh, so there's an auto move feature. I just double-click the quest and then it just takes me there. Okay. That seems like that's not going to be an issue at all, ever. So, what are we doing? Use this thingy. Wretched Demon Mage. I can't move, so clearly something is about to happen. Yup, there it is. So this is my kiting phase. Okay. Well, now that I know that there's this sort of auto-pathing feature, I'm going to be lazy and absolutely use it. Did I learn this last time? I feel like I learned this last time and then completely forgot about it, because why would I have that? Lean venison. Sup? I'm Sexy Demon Chick. You are now going to die. I'm sorry, can I move, please? There you go, that's a good muffin. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do this, because I'm ranged. Oh, damn it. I may as well make use of it. It's nice to be able to just nuke things from... Did that always do it like that? Hello? I kind of wish I could learn what it was before, because I don't remember that being an AoE last time, but... You know, I am definitely not complaining. I just don't remember that being a thing. Let's... Shift? There we go. What's up, dude? Wait, what's the... Why did the toolbar thingy show up? Am I not supposed to be? Hold up. Hey, toolbar. There was a little, like, thingy that showed up here. And I'm curious as to why. Session by 15. Oh, so these are Oh. So in demon form, these are single target attacks. And in caster form, they're AoE. Okay, this is legitimately fascinating. Alright. I'm actually kind of into this. Okay. But the sounds are so... Like, I'm not going to say I'm immediately going to... Excuse me? Oh, it was moused over. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to need that? I feel like I needed that last time. This music is really pretty. I'm going to be honest. This is very soothing. White-tailed deer, your demon death is coming for that ass. Thank you. Nope, not the button I wanted to press. That's the button I wanted to press. I got demon doggo. That's more like a... What is that? Actually, hold on. Key bindings. Zoom in and out. So wait, why is there zoom in, zoom out, and then another zoom in, zoom out? Keep it consistent so that way I'm not confusing myself between games. Hey, Dumpling family. Take the mysterious box of supplies. Okie dokie. So that one is only giant face. That is... Oh, it tells you what's recommended. Okay. So that's only giant. Strikes the ground, dealing all damage. Da 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 da. Increases obsession by 50. Oh. The bar. Okay. Seal of Chaos. So area effect attack. The Demonologist shoots arrows of dark energy at the target. Evicting 3 point da 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 da. Oh, it's an ability that uses obsession. Ah. Magical attack that is charged with the power of astral. And this is... That's just a 30-second cooldown. Defensive ability. And it's only... And it's only for the giant. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go with what's recommended. Oh, it even says what's recommended. Oh, I wonder if that's always been like that. It kind of tells you what's recommended so that way you can get a decent build going. Okay. Be Q. Gift of the gods. So let's go to you. Give me questy goodness. Oh. I didn't realize I had a quest for that. Okay, that's fair. Do I have... Total in your bag, boutique. Level 6. Level 10. Bag of the rookie. I don't know what I just did, but okay. Okie dokie then. I'm confused. Okay, that's fine. I need to kill adders. Because of course I do. Hey, sweetheart. Come here. I need to kill you. Oh, let me use that. Oh, you gonna stop me? No, I can still craft while you smack me in the face. Alright, that's fair. Hey, Mr. Adder. At least I know I was right. I knew I saw the adders and was like, I think I killed these for something. I'm not incorrect. Nope, the sound is still... Okay, so sound design, still not fantastic. Visuals may seem improved. FPS definitely seems improved. Sound effects, can't be perfect. But that's fine. I mean, so long as it's not offensively bad. I mean, if it's quiet, it's not all that bad. I remember Rift's sound design not being particularly fantastic either. I don't know if it's quite to this level, but... Still, you know. It's a meaningful critique, but if this is the biggest thing the game has in terms of its design flaws, that's like, you know, I could theoretically... Oh, hey, how's it going, sweetheart? You look like somebody that I can murder. How can I... Why am I not targeting you, bitch? What? Oh, hey, hold up. I don't have my shiny ability, the Seal of Chaos. Hold on. Let me rectify that really quick. That did not do what I wanted it to do. What? Murder him? Thank you. Hey, Adderman. Oh, wait. How much? It only uses 40 obsession. Okay. Hey, oh, wait. I wasn't... Oops. Wait. I didn't want to kill you. Well, GG, my dude. Thank you for being obsession fodder. Thank you, my man. I'm going to be honest. These demonologists, or whatever the hell these things are called... They remind me a lot of druids. Like if druids and warlocks had a baby. Because you're shifting between the different forms. They have their own pluses and minuses. They have their own... And even caster form. Caster form is the ranged form. And if you want to do melee and not die, go into one of these forms. Okay. I like this so far. I really like this class. I like this music. Talk to Alice. Big diddly do. Trade. Resale. Can I sell shit to you? I can totally sell shit to you. Wonderful. Currently equipped. If it's equipped, why is it in my... Cannot sell Pennywort. Pennywort can't use it. Wait. Hold up. So what is... Currently equipped. So what did I have... Did I have anything equipped? I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. Lock the position. Cool, okay. Yoop. That's not the button I wanted to press. Still not used to it. Oh, hold up. Conversation with Amanda. Where the hell am I going? I should probably... I actually don't even know if I need to do any of these quests. I'm just like, you know, they're here. So wait a minute. A gift from the gods. Amanda. Okay, so... So it looks like I'm kind of... Okay, that's kind of weird. Hitting the zoom in, zoom out even once is a lot more... There's a lot more tolerance in that than I thought it was going to be. A lot less tolerance? Either way, it moves a lot more than I was expecting it to per tick. So, sure. Dog grows berries. Oh, these were the things I needed to collect. Okay. I knew there was something. Some sort of collection thing, but I'm pretty sure I need to collect those stupid pennyworts too. That sounds like something that... Excuse me? Begging thine pardon, bitch? I have a teleportation ability. Oh, hold up. I must murder you. These sound effects are so sad, man. Give me... Thank you. Teleportation. How do I unlock... No, not what I wanted to do. Hold up. Interface... Didn't I have something down here? Hotkeys. Hold up. So there's that. Okay, how do I unlock... Use mounts for auto move. Triggering class support. Mouse settings. Oh, display your character name, sure. Chat bubble settings. How the shit? How do I move? Like, I am confused. I know there's a way to do this shit. Oh, I'm dumb. It's fine. Oh, maybe I'm not dumb. Panel settings. I can has the freaking thingy, please? Hello? Double click the left mouse button to enable. Oh, I should probably actually read the directions that are right in front of me. Okay. Set up the action panel. Right click the panel to the right to bring up the settings menu. What did I just do? This kind of freezes it in place, though. I just want to... I'm dumb. I'm dumb. This locks everything. That locks the whole kit and caboodle. Okay, that's cool. It's fine. It's fine. I knew there was a lock somewhere. I just couldn't figure out where the hell it was. I derp. It's cool. Can I? Nope. Okay, cool. So I guess that's an anti-bot measure. You can't just clicky and just run over and auto-collect, which is fine. Die, snake thingy. Fear my demon blizzard dog thing with a surprisingly awesome set of dreads there. I am very jealous of the dreadlocks, I'm gonna be honest. If I had a chance to have, like, glowing blue hair, I'd probably take it in a heartbeat. Excuse me, sir? Beg and then pardon. Oh, was I supposed to kill the forest adders while doing this quest? Because that would suddenly make a lot more sense. And would be a lot more efficient, but you know, hold up. I have spells that I did not add. This is probably one of the shitty things about having 4 different forms to worry about at any given time. Ah, memories of druids. It's good times, man. Have I dropped any frames? 0. That's exactly what I want to see. Die, sir. Excuse me, Mr. Adder. You are still alive, and that seems to be a bit of an issue? Don't run into the tree. Well, we know it's not foolproof. That's fair. All things being equal, I am really liking this class so far. What's up? Thank you for the stuff. So which is the one that I should probably take? Vigor, stamina, cloth, cloth. I mean, they're all cloth, so I'm assuming... Well, 60 proficiency. 60 vitality. I have no idea what these things are, so we're just going to do the top one and call it good. You cannot equip a smaller bag. That's fair. Open up to see what's inside. I cannot. This music is very pretty, though. Though I can kind of understand why they say they don't want the music to loop. The music is quiet on your end, right? And I hope I'm not super loud. Sorry, there's gonna be some, like... Yeah, sorry. I hope I'm not super loud. Sorry, there's gonna be some, like... That's fine. Okay. You're gonna hear some mad echo for a second. It's cool. Just don't question it. It'll be fine. Okay, so out in Forest Town. I'm gonna be real. Out of MMOs I've played, this is solid. This really is not bad at all. What's up? How's it going? Again, the biggest issue I see so far while playing this is just that the sound is not... Like, the attack sounds are kind of... It's not even that the sound quality is bad, it's just... It's not fitting for the combat that we're doing here. It just sounds very... tinky. That sounded cool. But the general attack combat sounds, whatever you want to call it, very like... Tink, boink, and all that kind of stuff. What's up? Fare thee well, good sir. Lynx fangs, lynx claws... I'm assuming I'm going to need that for something. What's up? Oh, this place is suitably scary sounding. Hey, buddy. How's it going, sweetie? I will never join you rebels. Indeed. What's up? I'm sorry that he tried to murder you, love. Good luck to you. I will say, this game actually looks... The UI looks really sharp at 4K. I don't know if it's because they did... Oh, shit. That was an escorted character. Ah, shit. That was an escort quest. Hold up. Hold up. Whoops. My bad. Whoops. It was nice of him to let me know, hey, by the way, you're too far away from the escorted person. I was like, ah, shit. Whoopsie doodle. I was not aware of such things. This is probably not going to make for a good video game tourism. I expect what? This is not going to make for a good video game tourism since I'm doing the exact same thing the second time around. But I'm liking the class. This was literally just because I wanted to see if they had a walking animation, if they were just stuck doing flight, but I'm finding myself really enjoying this class. Oh, this sounds really... I know it's deliberately off-key, but it is very off-putting. Hey, Mila. Dubovskaya. Dubovskaya. Sure. Dubovskaya. Is that correct? I'm too far... She back? Yeah, she was escorted. Fuck off, game. We're good. Die, Ginger Claw. No. I thought you dropped stuff. Sucks to be you. I'm already appreciating the fact that my... You know, my little cheetah form... Or cheetah form variant. Oh, hey, you're... Oh, I'm murdering the shit out of you. Never mind. Alright. You're not even that big of a deal. But I'm liking the fact that my travel form here is actually capable of holding its own in a fight, which means that it's not there. I mean, maybe that makes it unbalanced, I don't know. But I can appreciate the fact that, especially at lower levels, I have the ability to, pew-pew in a faster combat mode, as it were. I mean, as much as I like Booty Demon, I like moving fast more, I suppose. What's up? How's it going? I wonder if there's a spec where you can actually just stay as caster, like Boom Chicken form, or something like that. Hey, you got stuff? Gimme. Gimme! Oh, I already murdered you. Don't worry about it. Speaking of which, I'm gonna roll around in caster form for a bit, because I can, basically. Like I said, I am a little bit sad. And they don't have a walk animation. Pick up the stuff. There you go. That's a good muffin. Those are cool animations, though. I like it. I need your fangs full. Is that single target and caster? No, that's definitely AoE. Yep. Okay, let's see if I run into a tree. Probably will. Nothing's not bad so far. Hey, I missed the tree. Awesome. Excuse me. I am a pig. It's fine. The missing scout. Uh-huh. 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 Yup. What's up, gibberling, my dudes? Choose my reward. Okay. I'm just going to pick the one that has more of the stats I already have, because I'm going to work under the perhaps foolish notion... Excuse me? I'm going to work under the perhaps foolish notion that the game was giving me the correct statted items to begin with. So they're going to be like way the shit out there. Okay, so wait, what? What is this thing down here? On the bottom right corner here. So Alt-Shift. Went out of combat. Also, oh shit. Buttons are hard. Buttons are hard. Stop the presses. No. Attention. Okay. Alright. So emotes are kind of a thing. That's cool. Y'all going away anyway. Hope you don't take it the wrong way. So let's go ahead and dupe, and let's see what happens. So, to the random people who may or may not be here or not, how are you doing on this wonderful evening? Or morning or afternoon or whenever you may be watching this. Later in a VOD or the YouTubes, don't mind me. It's going to do that every time when anytime I click out of the screen, it drops to like 20 frames per second. That's kind of the thing that happens. Overall, I don't know if my impressions were as positive this time as they were last time. I'm on the top of a building, floating in nothingness. That's fine. The native gibberling. See. I am busy with what? There we go. Okay, stop clicking on the freaking whatever the shit I'm clicking on. Stop it. Hey, I got rep for the survivors. Okay. Oh, that's right. I guess in terms of lore, the gibberlings have to be in patches, because if they don't know how to survive or shit. Or some shit. Spend more talents. Points times 5 available. So I think this is one of those you have to spend X amount of talent points before you can hit this row, I think. Talent points required 2. So I could just learn all of this, or I could just hang on to it. Excuse me? Opening? What am I opening? I just got a lot of shit in my bag. What? I got a mount. Go gadget mount. This bag has 24 slots. I don't understand why it's saying that this thing... Bag of the Imperial Rookie. Oh, hold up. Okay, I think I know what it's saying before with the interface of swap. The whatever the hell. Inverted item comparison. No? No, that's not what I... Okay, that's not what that's doing. I just have to get used to the fact that... Why am I pointing the screen like you guys can see it? That the tooltip that I actually need to read is on the left-hand side, and the currently equipped one is on the right-hand side, which is fair. Followers box, currently equipped. Survivor's wand. I mean, I'll take it, because that's apparently way better. Recruit's boots. Yeah, I'll wear that, because that's way better. I'm level 6. Okay. What's going on? Okay. Oh, that's cool. Is this giving me just a belt every time? Seems like that might be an issue. Oh, it's unequipping what I already... Oh, okay. It's just automatically equipping the new stuff versus the... okay. I mean, that's smart. It confused the shit out of me, but it's smart. I need to kill you things because the game tells me to. Surely you understand. Number pad 6, thank you. I'm sorry. I mean nothing by it. It's just one of those things. It's how it goes. Oh, did I have to... Nope. Wait, did I have to murder? I know I have to murder you. Sorry, Thorny Crab. Thorny Crab? Thorny Crab! It's the Thorny Crab. The music is very ambient. I like the fact that the game feels very ambient so far. Even if the music is kind of like Or even if the sound design is a little bit eh. Okay. Dim Will-o'-the-Wisp. Why can I not... Okay, this is definitely going to be an issue. Wherever the fuck I'm supposed to click, it's down here. Ghostly light found. Set it near the June ruins on the shore. So what am I getting a ghostly light from these things? I'm a little bit confused. Guiding clue. Oh. A ball of yarn. Okay, that's cute. I appreciate that. Hi. Hello, Dim Will-o'-the-Wisp, and the fact that I can't freaking click you on the where you're supposed to be clicked. You know. Ghostly light found. Booyah. Ghostly light placed. This game is actually gorgeous. Like, Alt-Z. Like, this is... That's a scroll lock. That's not screenshot. Hey! Okay. So it's going to be one of these streams, I'm thinking. Just taking screenies, you know. As you do. Yep. Yep. That is gorgeous looking. Like, that is... Hold up. Like, I don't even need context for that. It's just cool to have this giant demon dog, lizard, fish thing just kind of rolling around with this really cool background. Now, I wonder, does this game have an in-game day-night cycle, or is it actually based on, you know, the IRL day-night cycle a la WoW? Or does it have a day-night cycle at all? It'd be cool if it did. It almost comes to seem like a given at this point. Hello, random dude with a chest on your head? Or not a chest, what do you call that thing? With the spikies. Important people wear them. Crowns, there we go. I can words. Oh, hold up a sec. Let me make sure that this can pose absolutely no threat to me. So I'm gonna have my giant Goliath man. I have no idea who you were, but grats on your obsolescence. Ancient June blocks. Oh, I gotta pick you guys up. Alright, has its own animations, that's good. Pickup animations, that is to say. Do you know how long it took for WoW bears to have animations for picking up? I mean, actually, in vanilla, it didn't. It actually just told you, you can't do that while shapeshifted. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean I can't talk while shapeshifted? I mean, I get the... Oh, yeah, hold on. You want to keep to the sake of realism, but, like, I'm a night elf that can turn into a giant freaking bear or cat, or technically supposed to be a stag, but actually a cheetah because they ran out of production time, etc., etc. Like, I think it'll be okay if they can talk. Om nom nom. Nom nom on thorny crab faces. Why did that sound lewd? You. Thank you. I will say, though, I don't remember last time versus this time. I really don't remember difference in feel, but the weird sound weirdness aside with the sound design and all that, it's words. I saw the ball of yarn and he's just yarn. You know, the weird jankiness with the attack sounds aside, the game is responsive. Like, oh my god, I thought I was about to run off the cliff. I mean, I'm going to be honest, because I was getting ready to say, you know, this is actually pretty responsive. This seems to be programmed pretty well so far, and that would have been perfect comedic timing to run right off a cliff. So you know what? That's fine. Also, can I say I love the fact that you're just following a giant ball of magic yarn? I mean, to be fair, it's sort of like auto-running to the quest. I can appreciate the fact that they're kind of taking the proverbial piss out of you a little bit. Well done, game. I like that. I can appreciate that. Spiny crab! I don't know if you're the guy I need to kill, but I'm gonna kill you anyway. Feel my wrath! with my incredibly sad sounding attack animations. Those sound cool. Just the bonks. The bonks sound sad. Did I not kill the giant crab? Did I kill the wrong thing? Oh, I kind of feel bad. Sorry, Mr. Crab. I thought you were somebody else. Insert, are you failing it now, Mr. Krabs? Yeah, I bet he is. Rars. Collect, thank you. Oh my god, oh. I mean, it's good that they all have their own bars, but this is probably the sucky thing. Again, as I mentioned, this is the sucky thing about having 4 different forms, that you have 4 different sets of hotbars that you have to change. So if they're basically the same, too bad. Ah, Shaz Muffins. Hold up. Ip. 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 Oh god, where did the bar go? Alright. I have this borderless windowed, and because one of my panels is bags. Gray wolf. Ah. Gotta scratch, scratch. Gotta scratch, scratch. I'm not scratching my ass, by the way. I'm scratching my hip. Just like one of those, you have to do it right then or else you feel like you're going to die. You know what I'm saying? Patronage, martyr's salvation, other temporary skills. Where the hell? Valuables, reputations, skills, mounts. Okay. Patronage. So where's my mount? Peoples. Where's my mount? It is definitely not in. Okay, you know. I was quite literally just pressing a random button. I thought that was my character slot. That's actually I. But yeah, that's fine. Now I wonder, can I mount up as all of this? Get that here. What happens if I mount up like this? Oh my god, that casting animation is amazing. Wait, what is the speed of this? Hit point of the mount depends on 8.77 yards a second. I'm actually faster. Okay, you know what? That sounds kind of fair. It's actually kind of fair that this is faster than my mount. Sure, that's fine. I have been playing this for over an hour. I'm going to be honest with you. This doesn't feel like I've been playing for an hour. This actually has gone a lot faster than I thought it was going to. Equipment level 14. I'm just trying to find the stuff that has pretty much the same stats that I already have. Or as close to them as I can get. I mean, it's giving me proficiency and vitality. I don't know what any... Actually, hold the fucking phone. What does any of this... Okay, proficiency... Damage and healing by 13.1. Vigor is damage. Stamina is hit points, yeah. Damage and healing. Determination stacks every time you deal damage. Your healing increases your damage, and 50% your damage increased by 0. At 100% by 0. Determination stacks upon dealing damage. Increases damage dealt and ongoing healing by loss by your target. Oh, that's interesting. It's not just like, you know, intellect or whatever. It's actual... So vitality increases your hit points. Reduces the duration of control effects. Fair enough. Heals you for da-da-da-da-da. So proficiency is just flat whatever. Stacks every time you deal damage. It increases your damage dealt and outgoing healing every % of determination. So basically, it's like an ongoing self-buff. And increases damage dealt and heal lost by your target. Fury. I mean, credit where credit is due. that they are giving stuff that is completely different than other MMOs. Super appreciate that. Having said that, my brain is melting. What? Proficiency. Give me proficiency. You fuck. Proficiency. This is giving me determination and bloodlust. But I like proficiency. Proficiency is a flat damage bonus. Why would I not take that? Like, this seems actively worse. This seems actively worse. I'm just gonna get it and sell it. I don't even care. Theory number 2, complete. Theory number 3, complete. Mr. Gibbling, my dude. A damned soul. Damned soul. Yarn. Yarn it up. I promise I'll start reading quests again once I get to Cania or Carnia or wherever the hell it's called. And again, totally random aside, I like the font. It's such a small, weird detail, but I like it. It's shiny. Damn it. She says as she's playing a giant demon dog fish thing. Don't fall off the edge. Okay. So, Damned Soul. Hi, Mr. Damned Soul. Again, I have to click... It's weird. I have to click the shadow. That's the first real... I don't even know if I want to call it a bug, but it's the first real weird designiness flaw. Designiness? What? Design flaw. Nope, don't want to use that. What? Back we go. I'm going to get way too reliant on this. Because half the fun is running through and doing your own thing, but again, this is also... I'm going to be honest, at this point, actually, no, that's not true. I was going to say, I'm kind of surprised that WoW hasn't implemented something like this yet, but I promise you that if it did, their botting problem would get monstrously worse for it. WoW has enough problems as it is. It doesn't need to go adding shit like that. Ah. Bond of the Tamer. Proficiency, yes. Yes, please. Determination and vitality. Give me all the proficiency. All of the proficiency. Bond of the Tamer. So, hold up. Increases your damage dealt. Every time you deal damage. So, determination is the damage buff. And brutality is the damage buff against somebody. So basically, your damage ramps up the lower their health is. So brutality is essentially the execute, because I have to put it in terms of WoW stuff or else I'll forget. So it's basically, that's the execute buff, and this is, well, determination. It's just a stacking buff. So the longer something stays alive, the more damage you do. And proficiency is just flat pew-pews. Okay, that's fair. Ton the Windblower's story. Wait, what? Okay, so... you know what? I'm gonna just run back myself. Let's see how long it takes before I get distracted. I mean, there's a reason they probably use it as a ball of yarn. I'm sure. Yep, that's a... Yup. What's up? How's it going? Bye. It's a pretty area, though. Oh, there's definitely a day-night cycle in the game, because this definitely seems a lot brighter than it was before. This is actually very pretty. Boop. Boop, boop. Okay, the weird Tomb Raider 1 music can actually stop now, though. I got the point. Thank you. Offhand. Offhand. What sells for the most? They all sell for the most. Whatever. It's fair. Ah. Cinch. Actually worse. Because I got the weird reward thingy. Medical plantains. I'm actually starting to get sleepy. I mean, granted, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I probably should be getting sleepy. Alfred de Desiree. Okay. Survivor's Quartermaster. Okay. Hey, can I sell shit to you? Is there a way that I can sell just garbage to you? Folio of the Hunter. Do not need that. Actively worse. Actively worse. Worse in pretty much every redeemable way. Pennywort. Shadowblade Dagger, no thank you. I knew it. I knew there was a thing for Pennywort. Son of a bitch, did I not say that there was going to be something for Pennywort? I am not crazy. I knew it existed. Something I do appreciate is the fact that there's actually a key to interact with things. I mean, you know what? That's not true. WoW has a key to interact with things too, I believe. Pennywort. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. What the hell are the Pennyworts? This is the Pennyworts. What the hell was I picking up before? I think they just look different. Maybe they didn't. No, never mind. I was thinking about another quest. No, excuse me. Thank you. With my weird little Hearthstone bullshit. I would rather you didn't. We're gonna put you here. Yep. Okay. So, okay, we're gonna go over here. Unsettling music? For sure. Hey, Grey Owl. Okay, so it does appear that all flying mobs have the weird issue where you have to actually target their shadow and not right here, because you can't. It's just not there. It doesn't exist. Which makes sense. I mean, like, it kind of makes logical sense, but at the same time, it probably is something that should likely be fixed, I would imagine. But then again, WoW has had the same problem for certain things as well. You have to target in a very specific way, or else it just won't. I remember that being a very common thing in Burning Crusade, I believe. But then again, that was also freaking 13 years ago or something like that at this point. I'm old. I'm old, guys. I don't like it. I'm stupid. I mean, it literally allows my continued survival. Having said that, it's dumb and I hate it. Stupid getting old and shit. How dare time show me up like that? I mean, I know I'm good, but I really want to use that remaining pew pew. Thank you. Nope. Birch, scroll, wild plantain. Nope, don't need it. Mr. Birch scroll. I do remember this quest being a pain in the ass because I was trying to figure out what the hell was looking. Oh, it's the stumps. Is it the stumps? It is the stumps, right. This music is pretty. Even if it is kind of contemplative. For some reason, it really does give me an OG kind of a... It's like kind of a Tomb Raider vibe to it. Only of way higher quality. But thus far, I'm really liking the music. Yep. I need more birch. Hello, Mr. Birch. Where you at, fools? There you are. What's odd is that I can't click on it. I actually have to use... I think this is verbatim what I said in the last video, that you can't click on the things. You actually have to use the widget down here. Because see, well, actually you can't see, but like I'm clicking on this. Oh, well, hold on, what? Oh, I can, but the icon doesn't change. Okay. It's good to know. It's weird, but it's good to know. It's amazing the little things you get used to by playing other games. Just little details like that can make the visual representation of what you're doing a lot easier. You best not. Sir, you picked the wrong demon dog to fight with. That's not the button I wanted to press. You have no loot for me, so good day, sir. Boingy boingy. Up. Give me all of the rewards. Actually worse than all the stuff that I have. I'm starting to get sleepy because I'm starting to do the one eye closing Clint Eastwood type shit going on. What? Hold up. No. Hold up. Oh, this is a repeatable quest. Hold up. Abandon that quest. Thank you. South McDoodly-doos. Okay. So I think this is going to be the last quest, and then I'm going to... Oh, I did drop a couple of frames. That is unfortunate. Game, I specifically requested that you stay at a certain rate of McRatiness. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying anymore. I really should be going to sleep soon. You salty sea dog. Cool. Give me a reason to pull out the big guns. Sup, buddy? How's it going? You know, I remember getting my ass kicked on my paladin. Maybe. I just remember that being much more of a challenge than the non-elite, non-scully dudes. Yay! I'm level 7, suck it. Sup, Skeletons Corsair? How's it going? Wait, was I level 7 before? Was I level 7 that early? Wow, I'm just not even getting hit. Okay. These things are doing no damage to me. Am I missing something? Is that character this OP? Was I just that bad before, or was I actually in that good a shape then, too, and I just didn't even realize it? Da fool! Actually, you know what? We're gonna do some AoE goodness. That seems decidedly underwhelming. We're gonna AoE nuke the shit out of some stuff. Thank you. So, ancient June block, meteorite stone charged, and then I have to go to Captain's log. It literally says the ship's log, but you know what I'm saying. Ship's log. You're scary. Let's see what you can do. And what it looks like you can do is get murdered. Sucks to be you, buddy. Ship's log. Gimme. Thank you. And doop. I know Demon Dog is faster, but you know, sometimes you just gotta mix it up a little bit. Also, that's the image of a horse. I have a giant wolf. Giant wolves are cool. Just universally, and especially giant wolves with dreadlocks. Can you imagine? I paid $21 for a 6-month sub to this game. To avoid the pay-to-win bullshit. Thus far, I'd say if you got, you know, $15 to kill, or even, I think for the 1-month sub, it's $500. I mean, they do the whole where it's like you don't just direct pay, you have to pay with their, you have to pay a certain amount of their currency, and then transfer that currency to a sub. It's 500 crystals for a 1-month sub, which amounts to $5.50 US. A 3-month sub, I think, is like 800 crystals, which I want to say is like $8.50. So, or something like that. So, like, you know, if you want to pay literally half of a WoW sub to try something out for a few months, can't hurt. You know, I mean, it quite literally, I mean, this is half of a month sub. or half of a WoW sub for 1 month, and you get access. Thus far, what I'm seeing in the game, and again, I'm like level 7, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I'm sure, but this is not... No, I'm not grabbing plantain leaves. Go fuck you off. Okay, there we go. I don't care about the McDoodly-doos. Amanda's attempt. Follow the Loki trail, or whatever the fuck. Nope, screw you, repeatable quest. So it's over this way, huh? But I will say that what I'm seeing thus far, this is definitely worth $8 to play for a few months just to get a feel for it. Like, this isn't... What I'm seeing so far, mechanically wise, you know, the sound, like I said, some of the combat design, it doesn't sound fantastic. It just sounds kind of weak compared to what a, you know, general attack probably should sound. But visually, looks good. If you like WoW, this is basically in the exact same vein. There's nothing wrong with it. Sup, shambling zombie? I'm gonna shoot you in the face now. Boop. You know, I haven't used this chick lately. Get those booty physics rolling, yeah? And I mean, really, 90% of my enjoyment with the combat would be immediately improved if they just made the sounds more impactful. And I'm saying that, I know that sounds really petty, but it would sound... If the sounds were more impactful, it would immediately, drastically improve my opinion of the battles, scene stuff, McDoodly-doos. But, I mean, the game is responsive, the UI is responsive. The UI itself is pretty intuitive. It's pretty standard to what you've seen with WoW. The issues that I've had with it are usually just because I'm not used to seeing the lock and unlock panel in the place that it was, but, like, it's... If you've played WoW, you know what you're looking at. It's not going to hurt you very much. I know I said I was going to stop playing, but damn it. I gotta admit, I'm kind of having a little bit of fun here. I may not see it with my bright, expressive face, but... Oh, gimme. Thank you. Yes, please and thank you. Just don't even care. Also, I'm kind of need to use the potty pretty soon. Benefactor's shelter. Okay, you know what? We're gonna teleport out real quick. Because it's kind of cool looking. And also because I am not, even when I play this again, I am not going to remember why I stopped here. Or what the hell I was doing. So I'm gonna stop off right here. And as I was saying the past couple of minutes, you know, if you're kind of tired of WoW, if you're looking for something that's a little bit similar, I would probably not recommend playing this free-to-play because the free-to-play is absolutely the most pay-to-win garbage I've ever seen, like, ever. So I would not recommend that at all. But if you want to spend, like, $5 to test it out for a month, it can't possibly hurt. You're not losing much. I paid more than that in lunch. Consistently, as a matter of fact. And thus far, it seems like a competent game, a WoW clone through and through for the most part, but very competently designed. You know, the visuals are good. Way more responsive. Whatever their update did, it's way more responsive now than it was before. So that's good. That's really good. By all means, keep it up. I don't know how much they're making in terms of player base, but I mean, if it's enough where they can keep releasing content patches and stuff like that, then it can't be as dead as people think. I would hope, in any case. But maybe they're just relying on the whales in the free-to-play server. I really don't know. But either way, like, you know, I've been playing for about an hour and a half now. And again, this is the same intro I did last time. But I'm enjoying it. Like, it's not bad. This isn't bad at all. So, you know, I'd say give it, you know, tacit recommendation. If you want to spend $5 to test something out, like, I'd say go for it. You know, if you don't like it, then you lost $5. If you do like it, then, you know, a 6-month sub is like $20 or something stupid like that. So, like, it can't hurt. But either way, I need to roll the F out. And I will see y'all next time. Peace out. Oh god, where's the button? Where's the button? There's the button. Peace.